So I wanted to talk to you a little bit more at this point about the closing process. So at this point, if you're receiving this video, we've already gone through the application setup phase of your loan. We've also gone through underwriting, and the underwriter has given us a clear to close, which means that she's already checked all the boxes that were necessary to say that your loan is a good risk to the bank, and we're moving forward to the closing. So once you have received that underwriting approval, the next step is that we need to have you acknowledge the closing disclosure. That means that all of the numbers for the transaction have been laid out and been balanced with the title company, and now that's being sent to you for you to sign off electronically to be able to say, yep, all these numbers are right, the payment looks right, the closing costs look right, the monthly payment and the interest rate, everything looks to be what we agreed on. So once you have electronically signed that, that starts the clock for a 3-day waiting period that we need to wait for before we're able to go to the title company. Once we go to the title company, you're going to sit down and sign all the papers that are necessary, all the disclosures that we've talked about before. You'll get to sign a second copy of them, because if they're worth signing once, I guess since we work with the government on so many of these things, it's worth signing twice. So we're going to sign all those documents at closing, and then from there the title company is going to take the wires from the down payment and also the wires from the investor, see that everything balances, and then they'll disperse from there. So we'll go to the closing on one day, and then typically on the following business day, then your loan is going to fund. That would be the process on a purchase. On a refinance, we close at the title company one day and we have to wait for 3 days before it funds in that case. But I just want to let you know that that's what the process is. That's where we are now. We have your final approval. The closing disclosure is being sent out immediately, and then we're going to start that clock to wait for the 3 days before we can close. And then either a day after for a purchase we will fund and record, or 3 days after the closing we'll fund and record on a refinance. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Respond to this email and let me know what questions you might have, and I look forward to seeing you at the closing. Thanks. Bye.